Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I'm going to be playing some Stonehearth. Welcome to Junetown. I didn't move for the second there. I'm not too sure why. I was paused. I was just like, hello? Is it me you're looking for? I don't know. I'm not exactly a great singer. It wasn't my best performance, I'm not going to lie. Okay, if you see me like some sort of karaoke bar, then number one, I'm probably going to be pissed out of my head. Number two, no swearing. No swearing allowed. That's probably on the karaoke bar as well. No swearing. If there is a swear as a lyric, then you have to take it up with the moderators. What the hell is going on here? It looks like BK Bobby Joe wants to be a house ornament. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm all for sort of accepting all roles in society, and house ornament roles are probably something, or at least is something, that isn't really widely accepted. Although, to be honest with you, I would prefer it if you came down, BK Bobby Joe, because I don't think you're supposed to be up there like that. It's a little bit worrying. Maybe if I just add you to a control group and they get you the hell out of there. One group specifically for you, BK Bobby Joe. How do you feel about that one, buddy? Well, let's just add him to this group. Here we are. Fantastic. Which one was it? Okay. This one. Attack here. Oh, bollocks. Okay. That's fine. Defend here. This is going to be a bit of a trouble. A bit of a trouble. Tell you what, let's just go back on our save. It's a good start. My voice cracked there. I'm not, you know, going through adolescence. I'm serious about this. I'm a 21-year-old man. Okay, you shouldn't... I mean, I'm 21 now, apparently. Good. I like that. You know, I shouldn't be going for like, oh, there's an engine error. Fine. Let's leave that. Oh, God. Okay, looks like we're going to have to go further back. This is not something I was really anticipating, to be honest with you. Now we're going to go back to day 21. Here we are. This is horribly wrong. Everything's going horribly wrong right now. There we go. Okay, Bobby, Joe, don't build there. Horrible things happen. Not horrible. Horrible things happen. Whoa. Something horrible happened over there, apparently. Kind of worried about that. At the same time, though, I'm kind of not. Listen to this music. Okay, great. Thanks. The log got in the way there. Isn't that nice? They really are adding some improvements to the ambient sounds in the background, which include the music, kind of. If you imagine all the birds and the bees and the silver spoons are sort of strumming along on a guitar in the trees. It's probably happening. We can't see it, or at least perceive it, because we are not of this plane. It's probably what's going on right there. Hello, goblins! You fuckers, what are you doing here? Why are you near my bushes? Sure, we'll get these two to go and attack them. Get some sick XP. One of them's got a spear anyway, so I feel pretty good about it. There we are, going by yourself. Probably the worst idea you've ever had. Why don't you go over here first with your friend and group up? Where is your friend? Oh, there they are. I mean, you're both sort of convincingly well armored. I like that. Now let's just charge the enemies. How many of them are there? Oh, right, no, okay. I thought there were like 12, but they were just very well, they're very easily concealed within the bushes. There we go. Hopefully the music's not too loud for everyone. I tried to make sure the game sound wasn't too much. Oh, okay. Attack them. There we go. Easy. I can smell food. Great. Good start. I'm hungry now. There's not really a great start to recording. You know, just immediately hungry. Good job. Destroy that camp, because it's probably a spawner of some sort. I don't know. Get rid of that and gather up the things. Gather up the things. I would say is probably a good idea. Just gather them up. They are things. They're juicy things. Today, we need to get our infrastructure on the roll, on par. We need to get some walls and all that fun stuff. We should really work on this side first. And I don't really mean to be specific. And by that, I mean I do. I want to have a specific aesthetical quality, which is going to be barren and boring. Because I like the idea of things being barren and boring for once. I always make things that are kind of grand. Relatively grand. But now I'm going to make something that is just okay. You know, it'll do. That kind of thing. So this square right here, damn right. You're correct there, buddy. This is going to be the sort of piece that we have right here for the wall. New person, welcome to the land of Junetown. Hello. Looks like you've just come from the abyss. A 4, 5, and a 4. I have no idea. Tell you what, though. We shall name you Drakemon. There we go. Drakemon. Something like that. That's fantastic. I'm not too sure if maybe I've named someone that already. We got quite a few people, actually. It doesn't look like it. It's a shame there's no sort of A to Z listing of the names. Actually, no, there isn't. I was like, yeah, there is, but then it's like B and then A, and I'm like, that's not my kind of alphabet. Okay, mine starts with a C. Okay, actually an I for Innkeeper. I like that. Always starts with an I, and also I for intelligence. There we go. Which I also, it actually doesn't probably correlate with the word Innkeeper or myself. So really, there's no reason for those two words to be close to each other. Anyway, let's sort of stop with a sort of self. It's definitely a self-something. I am taking the piss out of myself. Pee out of myself, to apologize. It's constant swearing. It's fine. We're just going to use the... I should really probably use the darker... Should I use... I'll use the lighter stone for the actual wall. And then the trim and the sort of nice little aesthetical qualities that we're going to add to it will probably be in the form of a darker block or a darker shade. We might want to have something at the bottom as well. So I'm getting into this very quickly, although we might want to get some mining done just so we gather up some minerals at the same time. I'm not sure if we're going to get attacked by anything too big anytime soon. I have to imagine the enemies, sort of the enemy goblin guy, is probably still running around doing his own thing. So maybe... Oh, we should actually spawn this in. I'm pretty sure we couldn't spawn this in before. Like, it wasn't letting us. No, we can. Okay. I think... Why didn't I not spawn this in? I mean, I tried to get them to build it. They wouldn't do anything. So, did I try and get them to build that? I actually don't know. This is... It doesn't matter if I watch the previous episode, or at least bits and bobs of the previous episode. I'm going to forget things. It's fine. It's there now. I'm just going to get some more mining done, just to sort of use up some of their time, I suppose. 40 by 8 sounds good to me. Hello? This is intriguing. Kind of. Right, so you're going to do that. And it looks like you're also going to do this. It just doesn't look like it exists. Okay, that's fine. It's not fine. It's actually incredibly frustrating. But oh well. We'll leave that for now. So this is going to be a nice little square tower. We are going to go for a more sort of square, simplistic design. A trader's arrived. Not giving me a break right now. We should probably sell some of our rubbish, though. We'll get rid of the furs. Furs. The way I said that was very strange. In the valley. Get rid of the furs. Anyway. Not exactly the greatest accent I've ever conjured. Not really something I've conjured, though. It's a real sort of mix between sort of Cotswoldian and Cornish. I don't know. It's a mix between something, and it's beautiful. Right, so we're probably going to be... Oh, 2 blocks high or 1 block high? We don't want this wall to be too big, but I would like it to align up with this, just so it looks a little bit more elegant. So probably about here, and then this will be our walkway. We should probably have the walkway made out of sort of this lighter stone right here. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So that's our walkway. And then this goes to the door, which will be right around here. Fantastic. We'll get our wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be using the darker wood, just because I think there's a nice contrast between the sort of darker color with the brighter tone that we have right here. It's quite nice. Right, anyway, where was I? Let's go back to our clay. Let's go to the lighter brick. And let's just do this wall first, because it's a lot simpler to construct. Now, we can do some pretty cool stuff. This is a good point, actually. We want to make sure that we're aligning ourselves with the gatehouse. It's a very simple gatehouse. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy with it. Just about 11 across here. And then we do the same thing, but obviously we go across by 10 instead, because the numbers will add up then. Of course, now the problem that we have is we have sort of this misconnection right here. So maybe we change that around just a tad bit so that it actually connects up. So that's 12 across right there. Then it should be 11 right there, because we'll already have this block right here. So that's how the numbers are adding up. And there we are. There's our sort of next tower right there. Is that the same size as this one? It shouldn't be. This one should be a little bit bigger. There we are, 16. So that's good. I just wanted to be a little bit bigger. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Someone just playing Knock It or Run. That's fantastic. Bloody bastards. Right, it's fine. I live in the middle of sort of a Cockney pickpocket street. You gotta make sure that you catch them. And I did, and they'd be beaten senselessly. I was gonna say sensibly then. They've been sensibly beaten. It's the same thing, really. It was a sensible punishment for committing such a heinous crime, and they will be hanged in the courtyards tomorrow. It's quite fantastic. Also extremely grim and actually slightly real. Really, maybe too real, considering the sort of Victorian era, you know, and how kind of grim it was. But that's fine. That's not fine. We should keep going before we start talking about the Renaissance. Not the Renaissance, the Victorian era. Anyway, so we've got this gatehouse. Very simple. You know, I'm just sort of trying to get the main design just on this wall first, because I don't really need to go too insane around it just yet. I want to get a few bits of expansion done first. I want to get a temple walkway done, and then we can have like a gate right here, and then maybe another one going across. Maybe we can interact with the water somehow. Just simple blocking. Now, this is an interesting connector because I think this is probably going to meet at the top right here. It will. Okay. In fact, it will be pretty much the same level as this, which is not bad, actually. So we can make like a tower right here, which is pretty good. And then make a wall going out from that tower to the edge of this building right here, which is going to be quite nice. Just going to save a bit of space, really. I'm glad I could actually record building on this while the game is running in the background. That's not something we've had the luxury of doing before. Let's see how everyone's doing, actually. Oh, we've built this house. Fantastic. What is in this house, anyway? Is there meant to be something? Oh, yeah, there's meant to be beds. Okay, we should probably make some beds. No, wait, we don't make beds in a furnace. I mean, unless you want to make some sort of fiery death bed, which I would not recommend. Actually, I could do that with a furnace. That's quite weird, actually. That's fine. Make 4 simple beds, go up, get rid of this, because you can't make anything, get the daily update. We have failed the daily update. That makes me extremely sad. And then probably just going to go cry in a corner now, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's stop crying. Let's start playing the game. Playing the gam. There we go. It's all about the gam. All about dem gams. Right. Here we go. That's along. That's fantastic. I'm feeling good about that. Now we just need to get the... Okay, this is actually going to be more awkward than it really deserves to be, because of this bit right here. Let's just get rid of this so I can actually build these towers. And the game is actually starting to feel a little bit choppy right now, even though it's staying at a clean 60. Slightly going to 61 every now and again, which is a little bit weird. It's like, no, more speed. And Fraps is like, no, limit yourself. I should limit it because otherwise the files get a little bit bigger and take longer to compress. It probably doesn't, and that is just me being silly, but it feels like it. I've not actually looked into the science behind frame rates increasing file size, but you have to imagine you're adding more frames, you're going to get the sort of replica amount of file size that comes with those extra frames. So it makes sense. In my head, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense, but I haven't looked it up. So, you know, don't quote me on that. You should probably quote me on that, though, because it makes so much sense. But don't quote me on that. Because I probably have looked it up and just forgot, to be honest with you. That happens a lot. So, yeah, that's all good. We're just going to continue to build this square block where I talk about pretty much anything, which is pretty much the goal of this series, to be honest with you. It's the goal of every single series that I have. There's no real inherent goal other than just to be entertaining, to make our own goals. And our own goal right now is to build a luxurious 5-star wall capable of being seen from pretty much 15 meters away. At least enough for people to know that there is a restrictive barrier that they must cross in order to get into the other land. Which, I might add, there's also a toll involved. So the music stopped then as I said that. Quite comedically, I feel happy about the situation. Let's just get this wall done. I really wish it was easier to do this. I mean, it is just squares. I could have done this in, like, timbered stone, like, 20 million seconds. Which is actually quite a long time. So, really, you know, I'm really speaking from the perspective of there being a lot of speed. But there isn't any speed at all. So, you know, the perspective as well, probably not the word I should have used there. Speaking from the point of something, yeah. You tell him, Grandpa. Anyway, I'm going a little bit insane. A caravan approaches. Hello, Junetown. I can't bear goods for trade. Would you like to give me 5 prickly pear baskets in exchange for 1 simple clay chair? Go F yourself for those prickly baskets, you bastard. Or your basket. Your basket. Basket sounds like some sort of biscuit. I mean, no, it's not like a biscuit. Actually, no, it does sound like a biscuit. Basket. Basket, like sort of German, no, maybe French sandwich of some form. What the basket? A little bit racy there. That's fine. This is the French. We have, you know, the whole English and French. Oh, we hate each other. Blah, 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 blah. All that rubbish, you know what I mean? I've not actually had that sort of interaction with a Frenchman before. With the whole blah, 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 blah. We hate each other before. Or French woman, if you want. That's fine, you know. It's not like they're rare delicacy over here anyway. If we can get enough of them. Bloody fret. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just being comedically racist. Racist, xenophobic. Actually, don't know. It's, I mean, after the French. I mean, it's not. It's nationalistic, nationalist. Cause I mean, it's not a race. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Why the hell do I always talk about this stuff? It's very important, okay? It's very delicate, but very important subject. It needs to be talked about. This seems wrong. 10 out of 10. Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't a 9 out of 10, otherwise I would have been very upset. Right, there we go. So do we make the tower here, or do we just make sure it connects up to this wall? I don't think we can make it. What the hell is this? That's gold? It's like the greenest gold I've ever seen. That is unhealthy. Right, anyway, how's this doing? Oh, this looks good. I'm liking this. I'm feeling safe already just looking at it. Go away! He says that now. Like, come on! Oh, there he is. Wait, what? It's quite far away. Shouldn't be that bad. I have to kill them now because this music won't go away. Oh. Ah, beautiful. Let's make sure we don't have that on. How are we doing right now? Our town's looking nice. It looks like we might have to just end up using mostly these houses to construct, and these ones are just going to have to be automatically built because they're just going to be covered in scaffolding. Which maybe I don't mind so much because it's quite a nice aesthetic in some houses. But in most of them, it's just going to be kind of annoying, especially when they can't access certain floors because there's scaffolding in the way. I mean, unless they're a very thin person, they might be able to sort of squeeze through. Actually, maybe a child. Okay, maybe a toddler that has the ability to understand how to squeeze through things in order to achieve some sort of objective, which would, I might add, be extremely amazing. But that's probably not going to happen. So anyway, let's make sure we actually get the numbers done right here. 16 out of 16. So let's see. So that's... There we are, 16. 15. I don't really need to make this hollow in the middle, but I do. The reason I do is because I have too many blocks on the screen, it will start to lag, which means we'll have to spawn it all in, and that will be a great kerfuffle. So we don't really want to do that. Kerfuffle's not a word I use very often. Is it? I feel like I'm using it a lot more lately. It's much better than saying, like, using a swear or something like that. It's clean. It's kind of derpy as well. There's a little bit of a bit of character there, I feel. Although, to be honest with you, I only say it because what the hell was that? I heard some fighting noises. Those be fighting words. Anyway, let's block this off with the same wall. There we are, fantastic. And we'll just cut this off. Cut it off. All right, let's see. 4 across. Don't know why I said cut it off in a very grim way like that. I mean, that's sort of like references to war right there. It's actually really dark. So, you know, I'm not making light of such a terrible sort of act of humanity right there, but there we go. Let's get this wall connected and try and transition from this topic. We are, like I said, going for something quite simple here, but we are going to add stuff to it, like nice things. Yeah, nice things. So don't worry, it's not going to be just plain. We are going to do something with it. So how tall should this tower be? We probably want to get the middle done first. Daily update, we have failed. Okay, so we want to get... This should probably connect in like a little bridge. Let's pause right now, I don't want to waste too much time. So we want to have some sort of bridge connecting this over. Just because I think that would look quite nice. Do we want to have like some sphered roofs? I think we do. I think that would actually look quite nice. Aesthetically speaking, anyway. We want to try something a bit different other than my traditional tower design. So maybe we go for that instead and see what we can sort of do with it. Like Aladdin. There we go. Maybe a night. Anyway.